Last time on the Atari Creep. Basically I sat in that chair. The phone was kind of attached to that little mess there, and it was facing me. And I was talking about my experience with that system. Now, if you'll leave me alone, I'm going to go watch Night of the Living Dead and edit the second half of this episode. Now, like I said, we were driving, and I was on my way out. We were dropping my girlfriend's daughter back off at her father's place. And it caught my eye. I didn't quite know what it was. But my brain picked it up as familiar. And as we drove by it, it was a Grand 64 with a yellow controller. And a gray controller and a couple of games. Excite-Bike 64, Mario 64, and I think Mario Kart 64 was with it. 2 AV cords, the power setup, a couple of memory cards, and a rumble pack, which I could never seem to have gotten to work no matter what I did. But I should have just locked up the brakes and was like, let's go grab it. But, we had to go. And the whole ride, I'm like, we should have stopped. We should have stopped. Should have stopped. Knowing there was no way in hell it was going to be there when we got back. But sure as hell, about half hour later, we drove back and it was still there. And the dude was out there washing his truck. So we kind of like stopped. There's like a median in between, driving lanes. And we're just sitting there like a bunch of idiots. Thank God there was no one behind us. And I'm like, I don't want to go out there. I'm gonna feel like a crook and all this crap. And my girl was just like, look, I'm not getting out of this car and doing it for you. So if you want it, go grab it. If not, you don't have it. It's not yours. So I got the balls and I got out of the car and I walked up to him and said, basically, hey, how you doing? My name is Chris. I live at the house over here. No, she had this. What's the deal? And he basically gave me a sob story about it. Just never sold at a yard sale, so he just put it on the side of his, lawn. Anyone who could use it, go ahead and just take it. I say, you sure? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, because I don't really, I don't have any cash for you. And he was like, yeah, no problem at all. Go ahead and take it. So I took it and brought it home, cleaned it up, plugged it up. Works just fine. But, here I am. Now I got two N64s. What the hell am I going to do with two N64s? And if you know anything about me, I don't hoard. As soon as I go into a hoarder's house when I'm making a deal, I walk away. I don't care how cheap they're selling their crap. So I don't have things just to have them. And so I figured, okay, well, I'll make this little package, and I got rid of it. And kept the original one, because it was my first. I kept the yellow controller and the games, of course. So I just made like a little setup with one controller, all the cords they needed. And I threw in a game. I can't remember which one. Maybe it was Excite-Bike 64, and that's why I don't have it. And I'm shooting myself in the foot every time I think about it. But so that's that one. Life happened after that. I lost my job. My lady got ill and was in the hospital, and things got pretty bad for the Creep. And I ended up selling off a lot of stuff. This is my entire Nintendo collection, because a lot of it I ended up having to get rid of. On top of a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't even have an NES right now, guys. I'm such a bad retro collector. I don't have shit. I mean, I got this Retron, and it does the job, and I got an emulator, but long story short, I sold a whole bunch of stuff. Life happened. It was boo-hoo-hoos, and then I got a job. She got healthy, and things got good. And I said, you know what, I'm going to look for an N64, because I kept a few of the games, and that yellow controller. And somewhere in there, I got my N64 cartridge drawer, which you will see here in a little bit. And I sold on Craigslist for $10. Came with power. I already had an extra set of video cables. And so I bought it. And it didn't have a jumper pack or an expansion pack or anything like that. But I figured $10, I'll give it a shot, And I brought it home. And I just didn't actively look for the jumper pack or whatever. And just out of the blue, this gentleman named Jason the RetroChamp, was like, hey, I got plenty of those. You want one? I'll send it out to you. And I was like, I got no money and all that. And he's like, that's what we do, bud. So he sends it out to me, and hey, thanks, bro. And if you guys haven't checked out his page, and I'm not just saying this because he gave me something for fucking free, because this happened months and months ago. But yeah, if you ever checked him out, he's an admin at the Game of Geek Nation. Look for RetroChamp. He's got his own YouTube page, and he does YouTube videos for the Game of Geek Nation YouTube page, which you should already be subscribed to anyway. But if not, go check him out. He's a good guy. Really good guy. He's got a heart of gold. He's got an awesome collection, and he's just wacky as hell. But long story short, he sent that to me. I popped it in. The thing worked fine. I played on that for the longest time. Started expanding my collection. Got a few games here and there. And then a red N64 came to my attention for sale. Fairly reasonably priced. With a box. And I don't care about that. But since it was with the box, that's why I say it was fairly priced at $75. And if you know me, I don't spend that kind of money. But I said, you know what? I'll sell a few things that of a little bit more value. And I'll buy this thing. But unfortunately, I was just a hair late. And he had already made a deal. So a local shop took mercy on me. She, one of the owners is a member of a local page I belong to. And she's like, we got those all day long. I'll sell you one for X amount of dollars, which was extremely reasonable, and I thank her very much for it. And that's how I ended up with my red baby here. I don't have the matching controller yet, but I will soon. And that's it. I mean, that's we take it to here. So let me pop this thing off. I'll show you my collection, and then we'll just do a quick sign out. So now that we get all that out of the way, let's just take a look at the Creep's personal N64 collection. There isn't really much to it. It just, it is what it is. And like I said before, I've gone through a few systems and traded off games and sold games and bought games, and well, this is what I'm left with right now. So we have my watermelon red N64. Let's get rid of Pikachu here. This is my yellow controller that I got from that curbside deal. So let me get that out of the way. This is that custom painted one I got from Rocket Customs. You'll see in another video that he was just giving one away to introduce his page, and I became selected as the winner, and it's pretty cool. Came with a memory card. If you haven't seen that video yet, scroll down after watching this one. It's it's there somewhere. So here's the actual N64 itself, and I don't have the expanded pack, but I have the original jump in there. And I figure I'd keep that for now. I don't do enough gaming with this thing to really care about too much memory, and I don't have any games that truly require any more than what that provides. Just below that, I have my official, let me see if I can get that, there we go, N64 case for cartridges. And this is going to be my entire N64 cartridge collection. Now let's hope this thing doesn't fall apart on me. Let's see, what do we got here? Asteroid 64. Going to be talking about this one here pretty soon. And let's see, what else we got? We got Bust a Move 2. I played a lot of this on the original PlayStation back in the day with my ex-wife now. Love this game. I was glad to pick that up fairly cheap. Alright. Diddy Kong. This is the first N64 cartridge I actually purchased, technically retail. It was at a place here locally called Bookman's. We'll probably do a quick tour through one of those places here in the future, and I'll explain what they are in a little bit. But they're a neat shop. They're retail, so you can't expect to get a smoking deal or anything, but it is what it is with them. But that was my first actual purchase, N64. Let's see, we got Mario 64. Mario Kart rather 64. This is one of the cartridges that came with that curbside deal, and I hung on to that. Excite Bike 64 was too, and I guess I got rid of that one. I'm kind of upset. That was not too bad of a game. Milo's Astro Lanes. This is a weird bowling game. I think it was $1.99, so I was like, game, $1.99, can't go wrong. Grab it. Don't have much. At least it's filler. We got Quake. Fun game if you've never played it. It's kind of like Doom, but the same. Those kind of games, I can't play for too long. They make me want to puke. But, there we go. This was also with that Milo one. I remember now, they were Goodwill deals, and they were like $1.99, so I grabbed them just to have filler. You know, Rugrats are cool. I remember them. Didn't watch much of them. They were a little bit after my time, but same thing. This is a weird game. If you've never played it, here, write that down real quick and just look it up. I'm not even going to explain it. It's kind of a racing deal. I don't know. What do we got here? Star Fox 64. Again, another Goodwill find. I'm pretty sure I paid like $4 for this one, but you should all know what that is. If you don't, then you need to not be here. Star Wars. You'll have a few Star Wars. Here's the Episode 1 Racer. This is really fun. I hate the movie, but this is a great game. I like racing games. They're pretty fun, especially when they change it up a little bit. And, of course, Shadow of the Empire. Can't have a collection without that. Some notable ones I had in my collection in the past. I've had Mario Party 1 and 2. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of them. They're great party games, but I don't tend to have a lot of people over. Let's see, other games. I talked about Excitebike 64. Games I shouldn't have gotten rid of. I had Mario 64, and I played it, and I think I'm going to reintroduce myself to it again. Mario in a 3D environment just seems so bizarre to me, and I can't seem to just grasp the concept of it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just got into the system way too late. Let's see, that WCW Revenge. That was my very first one my buddy gave me. We already talked about that. God, I had enough to fill this thing maybe once or twice. And like I said, you know, throughout life events and what have you, jobs lost and jobs gained, I've had to recycle through it all. But guys, yeah, there's my entire N64 collection. I do plan on expanding on it. But like I said earlier, you know, it's a fun system to collect for. I'm just not a huge fan of the games. I don't know why. But that's pretty much it. Let me flip this camera back and lock her down, and we'll have our little happy goodbyes. So I hope you made it through this whole video. I just watched some of the clips, and I know I'm not very enthusiastic about it, but I'm tired, and I'm lazy, and I don't feel like redoing it. But those are my true thoughts on the N64. Coffee still loading. Please wait. But yeah, hey, thanks for coming by and checking this out. If this is your first time, I encourage you to check out the rest of my videos. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and check me out over there. I post more over there than I do here on YouTube. And a few other people I want to mention, Mr. Paku Paku, as in Pac-Man. He's a good buddy of mine. He's here local. And that's not the only reason why I'm throwing his name out there. He's a great guy, and I know he's going to have excellent content. He just did a trip to New York for an art show. And I know he went to the Nintendo headquarters there, and should be getting some video about that soon. So he's on YouTube and on Facebook, so go ahead and just look him up and check him out. Good guy. His name's Gabe. Jason the RetroChamp, really nice guy. He's got his own YouTube page. He also is a content creator for the Game of Geek Nation. So I encourage you to check him out. And again, it's not because he gave me something free. I chat with him now and then, and he's a really great guy. He's a one in a million, one of those the mold got broken after whoever created him. And, you know, Gamer Geek Nation, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm pretty sure there's a Twitter page, but I don't tweet, so I have no idea. It's a great page, grip of people on there. And I encourage you to go check it out. It's a lot of great discussions, great content. Everyone does an excellent job. And I've recently dipped out a little bit on it, but I am slowly picking up the pace there as well. So please check out those pages as well as a whole bunch of others I've always mentioned. They're my number ones to go to whenever I pick up my phone and surf the interwebs. So I hope you enjoyed my retrospect of my N64 world. Again, I know it was wordy, and it was long, and I was enthusiastic, but the coffee hasn't worked its magic yet, and I'm too lazy to redo it. So, If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments, all that jazz. You know, I gotta say it in every video, but all feedback's positive. Let me know what you think of the N64. Damn it, give me some damn responses. Link a video of yours in here, and or just post it to my Atari Creep YouTube Facebook page. I know a lot of you cats love this thing, but I like it like that much. I love my red one. It looks sexy, and I'll never get rid of it. But let me know what you think of the N64. I know a lot of you guys have a lot more history on it, a lot more knowledge, and a lot more stuff for it. So with that, again, I thank you. Check out the rest of my videos, and let me know what you think. Please rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that jazz. And I do have a couple videos coming up pretty soon. I might even do another one this week. I'm thinking about pulling out the soldering iron and working on something. So I might film that, and maybe I'll do a bonus video this week. And my series on Games Worse than E.T. started off pretty slow because of my personal Atari. It's broken. I don't care to play on my other ones because they're kind of collectible. But we'll get that going pretty soon. I'm really excited about it. I already have 5 episodes lined up. So please come by and check that out. Alright, I'm rambling. I always fucking ramble. I am so sorry, guys. You know what? I'm going to send each and every one of you guys pillows with my face on it. That way, whenever you watch one of my videos, you can just nestle up and fall asleep to my soothing voice, because I just never shut the hell up. But with that, guys, thank you for coming by. And this is the Atari Creep saying, bye-bye.